I would take a portable computer with me on the road all the time, whether it be in the middle of a rainforest or on top of a mountain, on a plane, anywhere we might find ourselves doing a story.
Mike Saray has traveled the globe, producing stories from Niger salt caravans to Bali water guides to Quebec iceboat racing. His international business is organized around a Macintosh network. Now with the Macintosh Portable, his office can go with him around the world.
Because we're in the television business and because we're a small business, the Macs have made us look like a big business. It made us look like a big network. It made us move and react and operate like a network. And that's essential to our operation. Because we depend on foreign networks for much of our material, it's very important that we're linked up with them. And my French counterpart at TF1 in Paris has a Mac. We were doing a story with them on the Niger salt caravans. It was important that we had a copy of their script that we could put into our system that had much of the research and all of the facts. The Mac allowed me to stay in touch with my French counterpart at all times during the evolution of the story. And so it's important that we hook up our systems and become somewhat of a mini global network. ScanMan has allowed us to copy in maps, copy in contracts, family trees, historical documents, things of that nature that we can keep and have access to. What we can do with a scanner is we can scan in a local map, a map that relates specifically to our story. And so it allows us to be kind of a duplication service with modifications. And the modifications are the things that we need to keep us all getting to the right point at the right place at the right time. We have a habit of taking some very sophisticated electronic equipment into some very odd places. We were doing a story in Finca La Selva, the rainforest reserve in Costa Rica, where we literally had to climb 90 feet up into the jungle canopy to do the story. So in addition to bringing up very expensive camera equipment, it would be just as easy to bring up the portable Mac and still operate from a tree house or a tree platform 90 feet above the jungle in Costa Rica. So the portable Mac, it goes where we go. Logging tapes after a shoot every night is probably the most tedious but one of the most essential things we do on the road. So if I can log into the computer what I have on videotape, I can write a script and give specific time code cues to our editor and send back by modem a script that he can actually start working with. And I've already picked out most of the shots, I've identified the key players, I've been able to highlight the main sound bites. So anything that helps us logging tapes, which is so key to our job, is incredible for us. The portable Mac allows us to keep moving. If someone needs something, we've got it. That's key to my business.
Collecting details is crucial to solving crime in today's world. Accuracy is the key. Now with the Macintosh Portable, the investigative team can be organized and use their time efficiently.
Using the forms on the computer, we have the ability to save a lot of time, a lot of manpower, and again, money, which is really what we're after. We want to solve crimes, save money, be efficient. As evidence is collected on scene, it's bagged, it's annotated or initialed as to who's collected it and what it was. But there is an evidence collection form that, again, in the computer can be immediately filled out, printed out, connected right to that bag of evidence. So it helps maintain a very strong chain of custody.
Also on the premises with the Macintosh Portable and a measuring tape is the illustrator. Gathering specific dimensions, he'll generate a detailed floor plan which can be used to help reconstruct the crime scene.
The illustrators here who have been working on Mac 2s can now go out to the field and feel very comfortable with the machine that they're using. They have the same benefits that they have here at headquarters. They have the same applications. They're running the same kind of software, and they're doing the exact same work on that portable as they do here at headquarters.
The floor plan provided by the illustrators can now be used as a reference diagram to help with the questioning of the witnesses.
People who previously had to go out on scene, interview witnesses, etc., would come back to the office, and we would have pages and pages of notes, and then it would only have to be completely regenerated all over again. We're going to start by entering it into the computer.
The Mac Portable is going to be great because it can, one, go right on the network, or when it's out in the field, can be modemed in. At that point, that information then can be taken to the next step. It can be colorized, it can be animated. So if we have a large case and we have, say, 5 to 7 illustrators working on that case, we can work on that case all at once. It's a shared workload then.
What we would really like to see courtroom presentation go is to be able to take the technology of a portable Macintosh, be able to print the hard copies for use in court, but then go to a package of some computer animation where we walk into court with not an armload of charts, but a videotape.
If you're sitting in a jury or you're the judge, you want to see it. You don't want to conceptualize it in your mind. So if they can see that incident actually reoccur, the power of that is great.
In today's environment, with all the technology that's out there, people want immediate answers. With the portable, we can give them those immediate answers.
When we're meeting with a client and we bring something like this in and are able to answer a question more quickly or more effectively, that is going to give us an edge over our competition.
Aetna Insurance Corporation conducts mid-year reviews to update client policy information. Tony Parker and Margot Johnson carry everything they need in the Macintosh Portable.
Right now, when we go to visit policyholders, depending on what we'll be covering, sometimes it's necessary to bring volumes of books. We won't have to do that anymore because we'll be networked with our home office and have that same information on the computer.
Any additional information the sales team needs for the mid-year review can be easily accessed by connecting to the home office.
With the modem, my manuals are there, my home office people are there, everybody's there at the client's office with me, and that way I can get most of my answers immediately.
To make the machines really contribute to the work of the office, they had to be connected to each other, and so we chose the Macintosh because that connectivity was so easy to do.
After locating the additional information, the service rep adds the adjusted data to the client's file. This makes it possible for Tony and Margot to create an updated graph on site.
There it is.
Oh, there they
All
are.
right.
That's great. That's great. I can't believe you got them that fast.
The communications aspect of it is going to be terrific. It's just going to prove that we're more efficient and that we really know what we're talking about. We've got the data there. We can develop it for them. It's helped us do our job better.
1 week later, Tony and Margot present the revised policy information to the client and her staff. By projecting the graphics from the Macintosh Portable, they are able to make a powerful, large-screen presentation.
We're able to put out something that looks very professional and puts on a good image. We are a company that is taking all the technology that we can handle and put it to good use and to their advantage.
It has become a part of our office. I don't think we can function as effectively without them.
I doubt the portable will be away from me at all.
firefighters face a serious challenge in the complex environment of today's cities. Each fire is a venture into the unknown, with dangerous building structures and electrical and chemical hazards. The Macintosh Portable is a powerful new tool that allows firefighters to battle the biggest enemy of all, time.
The greatest advantage of being able to have a portable with us in the vehicle en route to the scene is a lot of times we have long response times, 6 or 7 or 8 minutes, and we can be making decisions by using the computer while we're en route. The captain can bring up a data card about that building that will tell him all the essential information he's going to need to know. And then from that, he can access particular information about the water system, so he'll know what hydrant he wants to hook up to, what other engines are going to go to which hydrants when they arrive. With the new Macintosh Portable, you'll be able to actually run the computer while you're en route to the scene and make better use of that time. And by having a rugged, dependable piece of equipment that can be operated while you're moving, it's going to be a great advantage for all of us. The worst situation is going to be a warehouse or a large structure fire where you have smoke banking almost to the floor, very poor visibility, and you're basically going into the building blind. And it's really important to us to know something about the inside of that building. We don't just want to walk into something that we know nothing about.
Okay, we have very poor visibility. Can you give me any information on the floor plan? Stand by, we'll bring it up now. That's clear.
By using the portable, they can bring up the floor plans for the particular area of the building that's involved. Anything else that we might need to know about that building can be brought up and graphically shown on the screen so that the command posts can give their orders as far as what they want the companies to do.
136, advise, we do have the floor plan up on this now. We have 2 hazardous materials locations. We have carbaryl insecticide in 20-pound bags stored on the left side of the building. Now on your right side, you've got some propane cylinders should be stored near the garage door, approximately 6 to 8 cylinders. Copy?
That's clear.
The hazardous materials program shows 2 immediate dangers at the scene. The pesticide can form a poison gas, and the propane is a powerful explosive. The propane must be removed before it overheats and explodes.
We looked at a lot of other portables before. We even talked about changing from the Macintosh just so we could use a field portable. But a problem with many of the portables is the battery life. And we need a portable that's going to go out and do the job for 6 or 8 hours during the day, or at a fire scene or at a hazardous materials scene. We need a portable that's going to work for long hours, and the Macintosh will do that.
The Macintosh Portable has given the Wintersville firefighters information and time, 2 crucial elements for staying alive in a dangerous occupation. "7,000 years ago, a volcanic eruption collapsed Mount Mazama. The explosion was 42 times the power of Mount St. Helens. Springs, snow, and rain began to fill the depression with water, and in time formed the deepest body of water in the United States, Crater Lake. This summer, we'll complete a 5-year investigation into the mysteries of Crater Lake. The team is headed by Oregon State oceanographers Bob Collier and Jack Diamond. They hope to prove that hydrothermal springs are venting up from the floor of the lake and are responsible for its unique chemistry. The Deep Rover will take the scientists into the darkest regions of the crater. Traveling with them to depths that will exceed 1,900 feet is the Macintosh Portable.
We have a whole variety of essentially state-of-the-art instruments which make measurements during our dives. Eventually, all of this data has to flow together and be merged into one data set. We found in previous years that this whole operation is so intensive that we would never get the time to do that synthesis until after the program was over with. Now that we have the portable Mac, we could essentially acquire data in real time and display it in real time. We're stuck down here in the field in an operation that's costing us many, many, many thousands of dollars a day, and we can't afford to make the wrong decisions. And so the more computing power we have, the more effective the research will be in the end.
The portable now can be the driving force in the field for our instrumentation controls. Attached to the submarine are a whole bunch of different sensors. At any given moment, the pilot is looking at readings from those sensors: temperature, depth, direction. He also is looking at a stream of character readout. So as he sits there, he's got to instantaneously make literally hundreds of decisions. So what the Macintosh Portable now allows us to do is interface into those sensors and give a visual representation of where we're going.
The way we've designed our team is to have one of our research assistants, Bobby Connard, work on moving that data into a form where we can create plots, contour diagrams of the track of the vehicle, and superimpose all of these data sets and be able to bring them out, look at them, print them, take them out on the next day's dive, and make decisions based on that right away.
The ultimate goal is to get something out that the rest of the world can see. What we're able to do now with the introduction of the portable is complete the circle. We can now come right in off the field, not worry about having to go through a million different types of translations, manipulate the data very transparently, and literally desktop publish the end result.
During the final weeks of their investigation, the team discovered a source of hot water that appears to indicate the existence of a hydrothermal vent. 5 years of intensive research and the on-site data analysis now made possible by the Macintosh Portable seems to have paid off.